Ava, is it true? You actually got your first boyfriend? Oh, tell me you're joking. Come on.
Whoa, what's with the sudden interrogation? Yes, I did. I have a boyfriend now.
No way!
Is it really that shocking?
Yes. We're talking about you. The quiet, gloomy, forever single older sister with zero dating history since birth suddenly has a boyfriend? And not just that, I heard he's younger than you.
He's only 2 years younger. That's not a big gap.
Wait. That would make him my age.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would.
OMG. You have to introduce me. When can I meet him?
No.
What? Oh, that was fast. You didn't even think about it.
Exactly, because I already know what you're planning.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't play innocent. I know your track record. How many of your friends' boyfriends have you accidentally started dating? How many cute guys have you snatched the moment someone else got close?
Ugh, I hate the way you said that.
Why? It's true.
It sounds like you're accusing me of plucking men off trees just to toss them aside like trash.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
You're being dramatic.
Am I? You literally flirt with people just to prove you can. You love the thrill of stealing someone's attention, and once they fall for you, bam, ghosted, gone. Next.
Okay, that's not entirely fair.
It's more than fair. And that is exactly why I'm not letting you anywhere near my boyfriend. Not until you outgrow whatever toxic needs you have to compete with other women by destroying their relationships.
Wow. Okay, so you really think I'm some boyfriend-hunting monster?
Yes, until proven otherwise.
You're just bitter because you finally got something I might want.
You don't even know him. You haven't seen his face, heard his voice, or had a single conversation with him. You just want to claim him because you're not used to me having something first. And I'm not playing that game.
Okay, fine. You won't let me meet him, but at least let me see what he looks like. Just a photo?
Nope.
Why not?
Because the moment I do, you'll start calculating the exact angle to slide into his DMs.
You're such a jerk. When did you get so possessive?
Maybe around the time I realized you don't understand what boundaries are.
Ugh, come on. I'm not that bad.
You are exactly that bad. Remember Rachel and her boyfriend Chris? Yeah, I do too. How about Lydia's summer fling or Megan's study partner from college?
Those were complicated situations.
You were the complication.
So you seriously think I'd go after your boyfriend?
Yes. Not even out of love, just for the thrill of it.
Okay, now you're just being mean.
I'm being realistic. Look, if you actually want to be part of my life, you're going to have to earn that trust back. I'm not going to just hand it over because we share DNA.
Wow, you really mean this, huh?
I do. This guy is different. He makes me happy, and I don't want to invite chaos into something that's finally going right.
You're really not even going to show me a picture?
Nope.
Ugh, you're such a stingy old hag sometimes.
And you're still acting like a spoiled child who thinks everything she sees is hers for the taking.
Whatever. I don't even care that much anyway.
Good. Then we're done here.
Guess what? My high school reunion is tonight.
Oh yeah? And?
There's this guy from my class I've been wanting to see again. I've been looking forward to it for weeks. He was so cute back in the day, and I just know tonight's my chance. I'm going to make it happen, no matter what.
Uh-huh. And what about the boyfriend you said you started dating last month?
Oh, him? Yeah, we broke up yesterday.
Wait, what? You were going on and on about how he might be the one, that he could be your future husband.
Did I say that? Wow, I must have been really into the drama at the time.
Seriously? You're not a teenager anymore. You're old enough to know better than to keep diving into random flings just because you feel like it.
Excuse me, but I am still younger than you. You're 30 and still single. I'm practically a spring chicken compared to you.
For your information, I was just proposed to by my boyfriend.
What?
Yep, and I said yes.
No way! There's no way someone like you, all shy and antisocial, got engaged before me. This is outrageous, unbelievable, completely unacceptable.
Well, regardless of how you feel about me, don't forget most of your friends are settling down too. Getting married, having kids, building actual lives.
Ugh, don't remind me.
If you're really that frustrated, maybe it's time to stop tossing men aside the minute something feels off and start taking love seriously for once.
Ugh, I hate that part of you. Always so calm and rational, always lecturing me like you're some kind of wise old sage.
Is that so? Well, in any case, enjoy the reunion.
Whatever. You'll see. I'm totally going to find myself a rich, successful guy tonight and finally get my fairy tale ending. You just wait. I refuse to let you beat me at the marriage game. Ava!
Emma? Wait, hold on. Didn't you stay out all night?
Busted.
Yeah, Mom called me this morning. She was really worried about you. She said she hadn't heard from you at all. If you're going to spend the night out, you could at least let someone know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you actually sorry or just pretending?
Come on, don't be mad. Too much stress isn't good for your complexion, you know.
Ugh, you're impossible sometimes.
But never mind all that. Listen up, because I have huge news. Like, seriously epic.
Yeah, go on then.
I hooked up with my soulmate at the reunion last night. Brought him home and everything.
Your soulmate?
Yep, and guess what? You know him really well.
Wait, what? I don't know anyone from your high school. I wasn't even connected to that school.
Oh, you do know him. Very well, actually. It's Seth.
Seth?
Come on, don't pretend you don't know. You're not fooling anyone. Seth, your boyfriend, or maybe I should say ex-boyfriend?
Excuse me?
Yep, just to make it extra clear. Seth and I spent the night together, and it was unforgettable.
Right.
Oh, and another thing, I've decided I'm going to marry him, which means I'll be tying the knot before you do. Isn't that exciting?
Is that so?
Aren't you just dying inside? You have to be. I mean, you're already 30. Your options are thinning out fast. And now your man's been swept away by me. So, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry to kill your little moment here, but who's Seth again?
What? You're kidding, right? Your boyfriend, my classmate, Seth. I know for a fact he's been dating you. Why are you pretending otherwise?
No, seriously, I've never dated anyone named Seth. I don't even know a Seth.
Nice try, but denial doesn't make the truth disappear.
Emma, I'm not denying anything. I'm just genuinely confused.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm with him now. So do yourself a favor and just back off.
Wow. You really believe you're in some romantic drama, huh?
Tisk, tisk. There she goes. Ava in full berserker mode. Total denial, no reasoning, just vibes. I've seen this before.
You are unbelievable.
Whatever. Point is, Seth is mine now, so whatever you thought you had going on.
Ugh, are we doing this again?
Mom called me this morning. She said you're still moving forward with wedding plans, even though there's no way that day's ever going to come. You seriously think you're going to walk down the aisle with him? Please.
And you're one to talk. Didn't I just see you strolling down the street the other day, clinging to some older guy like you were glued to him? What happened to your supposed fiancé, huh?
That guy was just a fling, a little fun. Seth is still my real fiancé.
So, you are cheating on him? Wow. You really don't even try to hide it anymore, do you?
Forget that. I've got news for you. News that matters.
What?
I'm pregnant with his baby. So if you've got even a shred of decency left, you'll back off and let me have him.
Wait, what? You're saying you're pregnant?
Yes. And you know what? This is karma.
You've been walking around like you're better than me just because you got engaged first. Oh, wow. Ava's got a younger guy now. Oh, look, Ava's getting married before me. I hated that. So I took what mattered most to you, your man. Emma. All those nights I stayed up obsessing after that reunion, all that effort I put in to make him fall for me, finally paid off. You were careless. You left the door open and I walked right in. Just so I'm clear, this Seth you're talking about, he's the guy you met at our high school reunion, right? Your classmate? Yeah. Seriously, why are you acting like you don't know him? You said his name before. See, that's the thing. I think you've got the wrong person. My fiancé, his name isn't Seth. In fact, he's not even close in age. He's 10 years older than me. Huh? Wait, didn't you say you started dating a younger guy? I did. That was months ago. It didn't work out. We lasted like 2 months. That relationship is long over. Right now, I'm with someone I met through work. He's mature, stable, grounded, and his name is Marcus, not Seth. Wait, what? No, that can't be right. Seth told me you two were dating. Okay, let me ask you something. Does Seth happen to have a cousin named Marcus? Actually, yeah. He mentioned a cousin by that name once, I think. Well, Marcus is my fiancé. No, no freaking way. I live with him. We're engaged. And just so you know, he's sitting right here next to me watching this entire conversation unfold on my phone. And funny enough, as soon as I showed him your messages, he said, "That's Seth, my cousin from A High." Oh my God. And just now, Marcus called him. They had a little chat. Want to know what we found out? I guess? Apparently, Seth has been jealous of Marcus for years. Always saw him as some kind of rival, even though Marcus never really cared enough to compete. And when Marcus got engaged, to me, Seth somehow got a hold of a photo of me on Marcus's phone. He saw it and thought, "That's Emma." Then as if by fate, the high school reunion invite hit his inbox. And that's when the plan clicked in his head. Use your obsession with beating me at everything, especially relationships, and lure you in by pretending he was my boyfriend. He figured you'd fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. You're kidding. You mean I was just a pawn? Pretty much. A convenient one at that. Look, Emma, we may be polar opposites in how we act and carry ourselves, but we're still sisters. We look alike. He saw my photo, knew you'd take the bait, and used every bit of your predictable behavior to pull it off. And you know what the kicker is? As soon as Marcus told him over the phone, the woman in that photo is my fiancée, Emma's older sister, Seth started screaming so loudly that Marcus had to pull the phone away from his ear. No way. No, this can't be happening. You want to know the real cherry on top? Please don't. Seth, he's married with 2 kids. What? Yeah. And guess what else? He doesn't have a job. 0 income. He lives entirely off his wife's earnings. No. He wore designer brands. He talked about business. I thought he had money. Those luxury clothes, all bought with his wife's credit card. I can't breathe. This isn't real. This has to be some kind of sick joke. You sure you want to keep the baby? Ugh! No way I'm having some loser's kid. He tricked me. Well, that's up to you. But Marcus told Seth's wife about the affair, so if I were you, I'd brace myself. Things are about to get messy. You didn't. Oh, we did. And I wouldn't expect her to take it lightly. The whole situation was a surreal mess, a disaster born entirely from a tangled web of distorted emotions and wild misunderstandings. If I had to sum it up, I'd call it a chain reaction of delusion. A bizarre parade of assumptions fueled by selfish desires and warped intentions, spiraling into what some might even call a full-blown incident. At the center of it all were my sister and a man named Seth. They each misread the situation in their own uniquely absurd ways. It wasn't love, it wasn't fate, it wasn't anything poetic or meaningful. It was just 2 people convincing themselves that they had the right to steal someone else's partner, each believing they were the righteous one in some twisted romantic fantasy. And in the end, all their scheming, manipulating, and betrayal just canceled each other out. I suppose that's the only real irony in this. While my sister and Seth were busy trying to outmaneuver one another in their warped little game of who can steal whom, both I and my fiancé Marcus ended up completely unscathed. Not a scratch. No broken hearts, no major fallout. It was as if the chaos bounced right off of us and imploded inwardly on the two who created it. In a weird way, it was almost satisfying, if not for the overwhelming sense of exhaustion and disbelief that followed. All I could think of afterwards was, seriously? That's what all of this was for? That's what they sacrificed their relationships, reputations, and dignity over? Misunderstandings, ego? Some delusional power play? It was hard to feel anything but a deep, disillusioned sigh welling up from my chest. I didn't even have the energy to be angry, just baffled. However, there was one person who did feel a very valid sense of rage: Seth's wife. Unlike me, she didn't let it slide. She wasn't interested in irony or philosophical reflections. She saw the betrayal for exactly what it was: calculated theft, and decided to deal with it accordingly. And honestly, I respect her for that. While I chose distance, she chose justice. She hired an incredibly competent attorney, someone with a reputation for being sharp, relentless, and efficient. Under their guidance, she filed for divorce and went after both Seth and my sister with everything she had. Her case was airtight. The evidence of intent, the motives behind their actions, the emotional damage, all of it was meticulously documented. What followed was a brutal but fair legal proceeding where my sister and Seth were each held fully accountable for their roles. From what I heard, Seth lost quite a lot: money, assets, credibility, and most importantly, any respect he may have still had in their social circle. My sister didn't fare much better. In fact, she may have gotten the worse end of it. You see, one of the most dramatic moments came when she tried to garner sympathy by claiming she was pregnant. Yes, that card. But it was a lie. A desperate, poorly thought out lie. Once it became clear there was no baby, no ultrasound, no proof, just her empty words, any shred of sympathy people may have felt evaporated. If anything, the false claim only deepened the disdain. Seth's ex-wife added it to the lawsuit as part of her emotional damages claim. The court didn't take kindly to false pregnancy claims being used as manipulation tactics in a legal context. Looking back, I suppose the one small mercy in this entire mess is that she wasn't actually pregnant. The thought of someone like her, or Seth, bringing a child into the world under such circumstances is horrifying. That would have been a true tragedy. At least this way, their recklessness didn't affect an innocent life. Now my sister is facing the aftermath, crushed under a mountain of debt, with no allies left to lean on. She's finally waking up to the consequences of her own actions. There's no more fantasy, no more pretending she's the heroine of some romantic drama. She's just a woman who made a series of selfish, destructive choices, and now she's stuck with the bill. I don't wish her ill. Despite everything, she's still my sister, but I do hope she's finally taking this as the wake-up call it's meant to be. I hope she understands how deeply her delusions hurt others. I hope she finally sees herself clearly, without the haze of entitlement and imagined victimhood. Most of all, I hope she works hard, repays every last cent of what she owes, and learns something from it all. Maybe someday she can rebuild her life. Not as someone trying to take what isn't hers, but as someone who understands the value of honesty, respect, and self-reflection. As for me and Marcus, we're doing fine. We're still together, and we've decided to move forward. Slowly, thoughtfully, but with hope. We don't talk about the incident much. It feels like a bad dream we woke up from. But every now and then I glance back and realize just how lucky we were to dodge the emotional wreckage. And as strange as it sounds, I guess I'm grateful. Not for what happened, but for what didn't. For what we escaped. And for the quiet, ordinary peace we've returned to. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.